Good morning guys, TheBroGrammer here today with a brand new video. Alright, today we will be talking about the conditional operators. It's really useful whenever you're programming. The reason why it's simple, it's whenever you're trying to test some condition within your code. For an example, let's say you're building a video game, alright, and one of your main character, or just a character in general, is trying to turn right. Alright, and in order to turn right, let's say you need to hit the W key, alright. The conditional operators will allow you to verify this per se in a way, quote unquote. They'll verify it if you hit the W key, and if you did, then of course the person or character will turn right. Alright, that's what it does. So let's start by closing this project here. The generator generates random numbers, random values. If you want to see it, please double check my previous video and you'll see what it's all about. We'll start by creating our new project here again. Alright, Java project. Next. Alright, we will call this one Condition. Alright. And we will obviously create our class. Alright, we will call it Conditions. Condition here. Alright, and define who created it. Alright, force me. Alright, and here the date. Yes, it's been a few days there since I've posted a video. Don't worry about it. This will never happen quite often, right? Today I'm going to talk about 4 different operators, one which is pretty, well, 2 of them are really similar, one completes the other. We will be talking about the ifs, the if condition, the if and else condition, the switch case, and the ternary operator. Alright, let's import our library here. And of course the one that I always use. Flags, let's swing, star, semicolon. Okay, that's my class definition here, really important. And we will create our method main. Alright, and then in here, I will start with the if condition. Right, if is pretty simple. You probably know it without noticing it. It's simple. You've always used it yourself. All right, I'll just tell you how it works. All right, let's just go to this here. The way it works is it starts. All right, you get your condition. I'll give you an example. Let's say if you go to the store, I'll give you $10. All right, so it starts here. We have the condition. Is it true? So did you go to the store? Yes. If yes, then we will execute the code, the statement that's within our brackets, and then the condition is finished, right? So we go back again. Did you go to the store? No. Then we don't do anything. The code just stops there. All right. That's the way it works. It's pretty simple. All right. So let's go here. Let's make one. Actually, let's create 2 variables. All right. Create 2 integers. Alright, so int var 1 equals 0 equals semicolon, int var 2 equals 1. Alright, and if you want to see how you create, declare, and initiate variables, please see my video on this. It's pretty simple, easy, really specific. Alright, so we'll start with this. To create an if statement / condition, it's pretty simple. You type in the way it is, if, and then between those brackets here, this is where you will have your statement. All right, so So here I'm gonna say is if var 1 equals var 2. Alright, we have our brackets here, system.println d are equal. Alright, now that's what we want. If they're not, alright, we'll just go here and then end of the program. Alright, so this is our statement. Alright, so the image you saw here is all of this. Alright, start the statement. Alright, is it true, yes or no? Alright, if it's yes, does the statement. If it's not true, then doesn't do anything, stops. Alright, so let's go back here. If you look here, that's our statement right here. Alright, this is our this is our condition. That's what I mean, sorry, my mistake. This is our condition, this is our statement. If the statement is true, then it will do this. Alright, what's within those brackets here. Alright, that's what it will execute. If it's not true, then it'll just come here at the end of the bracket, which will undoubtedly run this here. Alright, so let's go ahead and run this, see what happens. Alright, end of the program. Wait, what's going on? Why didn't you see they are equal? Well, because they're not. Alright, like look here, the variable 1 has the value 0 within it. Alright, variable number 2 has the value 1 within it. So what happened is variable 1, the condition is pretty simple, is does variable 1 equals variable 2? No, so it skips, comes at the end here of the brackets, which in the end showed this at the console. Alright, end of the program. Now let me change this here to 1. Alright, let's run this out. They are equal, end of the program. Alright, so as you can see, this is what happened. Variable 1 contains 1, variable 2 contains 1. So if my condition is simple, does variable 1 equals variable 2? Does it? Yes, then it will of course run this statement here and then exit the condition. Alright, once exit the condition, comes here and then execute this. Reason why we have both here. Alright, now we will go and run. I'll just put this in comments. Right, I'll definitely use it again, like right now actually. And then we'll go the second condition. Alright, second condition is called if else. Alright, it's pretty simple. It gives you two options. It's the same thing. The if part is the same thing as this one here. Alright, the one that I explained before, but the else is just a little bit different. It's nothing too complicated. Alright, nothing to fuss about. Alright, let's just go back to our second picture here. Alright, as you can see, this is the if else statement. So what we condition, sorry. So what happens is we have our condition right here. Alright, so we start. Let's say, like I said, my example earlier, if you go to the store, I'll give you $10. But if you don't, I'll give you, let's say, $5. Alright, so here we're going to verify if the condition is true or false. Alright, so we're not just verifying if it's true, we're verifying if it's true or false. Alright, so did you go to the store? If you did, in fact, go to the store, we have one statement. Alright, that will be executed, and then we exit the condition completely. Alright, let's say now if, let's say, did you go to the store? And my answer is no, we have a different statement that will be executed. Alright, and then if that statement is false, it will execute that statement and then end the condition. Oh, nope, sorry about that. So no, and then that's the way it works. Alright, so let's go back here. So here what happened is, I'll just copy this here and then see they're not, I'm gonna remove this here, they're not animals, right? They're not equal, and then end of the program to exit the condition completely. Alright, So here it will verify if they are equals or not. If they are in fact equal, it will print they are equal and end of program, alright, because it will be the end of the program. And if they're not equal, it will print out they're not equal and then end of the program. So let's try it out, right? They are equal, end of the program. Pretty simple. I'm pretty sure you got it by now. So variable 1, does it equal variable 2? Yes, because they both contain the value 1 here within them. So are they equal? Yes, in fact they are. Now here, of course, end of the program. That's how it is. So what happened is verified the condition. Is it true? Yes. Ran the first statement, which is for the true, and then exited the whole condition completely. Alright, and the exit of the condition doesn't end here at the end of the if, but here completely at the end of the else. Alright, now let's say if I go back to my variable 1 having 0 within it, and then I run it, pretty sure you know what's gonna happen. Alright, you guys are geniuses. So as you can see, they're not equal. Why? Because it's simple. Does variable 1 equals variable 2? No. So if it's no, then it comes to the else. Alright, and then since I'll print they're not equal to the console, which we have here, and end of the program. Alright, now let's go to something called the switch case. Alright, it's really nice. It's pretty clear when you're using a switch case. Alright, let me put this in comments first. Alright, put this in comments first. Now we will use something called the switch case. Alright, not a lot of people use this. It's really helpful. Alright, it's easy to use, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I can say on it. Alright, pretty much easy to use. What you need first of all is something that has a few values. Alright, a value, sorry. It can be either a value or a character. Alright, well, let's just start with the value part for now. Alright, we'll just learn the toughest part later on. Alright, let's start. I'll create a different variable. Alright, it'll still be an integer. Alright, int, let's say for variable 3, and contains equals 2 for now. Alright, not trying to make this complicated. Alright, so let's go with the cases. Alright, and I'll create a string 2. String sentence, let's call this sentence, equals nothing for now. Alright, for now. Alright, so what's gonna happen, we will create our condition called switch case. Right? Switch. Alright, and then once you create the switch, alright, you will put in the value, which is the case in this instant, between those brackets here. Alright, and our case will be the value var3. Alright, you'll see why pretty soon. Alright, once you put in the value var3, what's going to happen is you will open your brackets like you did for the if statement, sorry, not statement condition, and the if else condition. Alright, now once you open your brackets, we will go by cases now. Alright, because what this does here, the value within it will tell us how many cases we will have. Alright, in this instance, let's say you have a value named let's just say, I don't know, I'm actually trying to figure it out. Yeah, well, in our instance we have a value, in our variable 3 we have a value 2. Alright, you can have a lot of cases, even though you still have 2 as a number, but in our case we'll just go with 3. Alright, so let's say case 1. Alright, colon case 1, and then I will say basically if case 1, then what is it? Trying to figure it out. First one, yeah, sentence. Sorry guys, I'm getting lost from time to time, thinking too much. Alright, those when you become better, I suppose, you just tend to forget the basics from time to time. Don't worry about it. Everything I'm saying is legit right now. Alright, so sentence will be value is 1. Alright, and then what happens is you will break from it. Alright, because after you verify that the value is indeed 1, you will break. Alright, okay, I'm not trying to much here, so break. Break means just exit the case while the switch case part. Alright, the loop completely. Not a loop, the case. Alright, now case, I'll just copy this because I'm not trying to work with nothing here. Alright, so let's make this case, and then case 3. Alright, so let's go with case 3 here, and case 2 here. Alright, value is 2 and 3. Alright, so this should be good. Now, usually when you do a switch case, it's always good to have a default one. Alright, so that means, let's say your case is not found, then there's a default procedure for it. Alright, I'll just go with this here. And default, you don't need a break because it's the last one. So whatever happens, it's still exiting the case. Let me create a space here, and this is ugly as hell. Let me format this a bit. Yeah, much better. Way much better. Alright, so what happens is default is 0. Alright, so here I will print to the console the value sentence. Alright, so you'll see what's going on. So what happens here is my sentence here is empty, right? Okay, now it'll make more sense as I explain it right now. So as you can see, we have a case 1. In case the value here is 1, this is what's going to happen. Sentence, the variable sentence will have value as 1 stored within it. In case 2, which means the variable here equals 2, then sentence will have the value 2 within it. Alright, in case variable 2, oh sorry, not 2, 3, my bad people. Alright, in case variable 3 has the value 2 stored within it, sentence will have the value 3. Alright, and let's say nothing matches this, the default will work, and sentence will have the value 0 stored within it. Alright, so let's try this here, and as like I said, I'm printing to the console what the value will be, so we will try it right now. Alright, so let's go ahead. Value is 2. Why? Let's go check. var3 equals 2, and I said var3 equals 2, so case 2 value equals 2, which is what we have here. Let's just switch it up a bit, try to make sure everything works perfectly. Let's see 3 for now. Let's run this. Value equals 3. Let's double check. Case 3, value equals 3. Perfect. Now let's try the default one, right? Let's see -1. Alright, let's go with -1. Value is 0. Alright, and that's why the default is there. Okay, because the case couldn't be found for the value when the value is -1, so the default value comes in handy for this. Right, let's show you what happens if I don't put this. Nothing appears because sentence still has nothing stored within it. Alright, that's the reason why the default value is really helpful, because whenever you run this and there's no cases for it, then there's a default. Alright, really helpful. Now let's just move on to the ternary operator / condition. Alright, sorry for my pronunciation. Alright guys, operator. Alright, this one is a handy one. I really like this one. Alright, let's just go to the pictures again. Alright, and so this is the way the ternary operator works. Alright, there's a Boolean expression, there's a true part, there's a question mark, a true part, colons, and a false part. Alright, so let's go on and try to figure it out how to solve this. Alright, it's definitely not tough, guys. Alright, let's go back. Alright, so let's start by creating a, let's stick with sentence. Alright, I already created sentence up top, so I'll use it here. and give it a new value. Alright, so let's say if sentence equals, now we will go back to the picture here. We should have our Boolean expression. Alright, so let's see, let's go with var1 equals var2. Alright, and then we will have our our question mark here. Alright, and put out here what we had earlier. They are equal. Yeah, you know, I'm not trying to work. Right, and then our colon, then they're not equal. I know, people, I'm not trying to work. Wow, they are? No, they're not. Alright, and then semicolon. Alright, so this is the ternary operator. What happens is it's really useful in the sense that you're trying to give a specific value to a variable, or like in this instant that's what we're doing, but it's really helpful when you're programming like advanced stuff instead of having to use a if or if else. Basically that's what it does. The ternary operator is a if else, condensed if else, all in one line, because you're trying to give a specific value right now. Alright, that's what happens with this. So as you can see, it's basically, let's go back here. No, here, as you can see, Boolean expression, if it's true, it goes here. If it's false, it goes here. Alright, let's go back to the if else. Alright, start. We have our condition. Is it true? Yes. Does this statement here, is it true? No. Is it false? Is the condition false? Yes. Then it goes here. Alright, so let's go back here. So basically that's our condition. Is it true? If it's true, it will do this here. If it's false, it will do this here. Alright, so as you can see, it's the same thing for the if else. If for the if else, if the if is true, it will run the first statement. If it's false, it will run the second statement. Alright, same thing for the ternary operator. So let's try this. var1, var2. So does var1 and var2 equal each other? No. So let's double check, see what's going on. They're not equal. Alright, so as you can see, I'm still outputting sentence here. Alright, with the print ln and the sentence. Alright, so the sentence here, I'm giving it a value. Alright, as you can see, I'm not giving a specific value anywhere. I'm creating it here, instantiating it here. Everything here is in comments. It's just here. Alright, so now let's switch it to 1 here. As you can see, they are equal, and indeed they are, because var1 equals 1, var2 equals 1. Alright, so 1 does 1 equals 1? Yes, makes sense. Alright, so thanks guys, thanks for watching my video. TheBroGrammer here again today with a brand new video. Thanks for the likes, thanks for the comments. If you have any suggestions, alright, please do so. It will help me help you more and be more efficient. Right, thanks, bye, have a good day. Alright, thanks.